Hello everybody, this is Brian. Welcome to the channel. So this is the first video we do on the channel where I'm going to be talking about nutrition and fitness, like weightlifting, cardio, all of that. I am on the path to being a certified personal trainer and a certified nutritionist through the National Academy of Sports Medicine. And I've been working out for a long time and working out seriously for a few years now. One thing that this was a huge thing for me, and I know it's a huge thing for other people. I guess it's not a huge problem for a huge population or a huge portion of the population, but you're struggling with gaining chest muscle. No, I'm not saying that you're struggling with gaining muscle. Your legs, your back, your triceps, your shoulders, your biceps, they're all getting bigger and more muscular, but not your chest. Now, this would mean that it's not related to your diet, because if you're losing fat or if you are gaining muscle, that means you're hitting enough of your calories, you're hitting enough of your protein and your macros and your micros. So this is likely a routine thing, a exercise thing. You're not doing enough, you're not doing it properly, or you're doing too much. And this was the thing for me. So I found out that, it took a while for me to figure this out, because what happened was I was a really big guy, and I got really fat and out of shape. And the thing though is that I was really strong in my bench press, so I looked like I had a really big chest, and I did have a big chest, but it was because it was mainly fat over a layer of some strong muscle. And when I started losing the fat, I realized, my chest is not that muscular. It's really not. So I need to work on that or whatever. At the time, I would do 2 chest days a week, or it'd be chest and triceps, and I would do 4 different chest workouts for 3 sets of 12. I'm like, okay, well, how can we fix this? So I'm gonna add a new chest workout, and so 5 chest workouts for 3 sets of 12. And I'm like, okay, let's do 4 sets of 12. So 5 chest workouts for 4 exercises for 4 sets of 12. No gains. Then I started doing some time under tension. Still no gains in my chest. I tried these for extended periods of time, like at least a month or 2, to see if any more muscle was coming out of it, and it wasn't. So this is an issue I had, and I know other people had. So if you are struggling with gaining chest muscle, this video could really potentially help you out with gaining muscle. Now, if you do try this and it ends up working for you, please do leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. So this is what I'll go through the path of what happened to me and how I figured this out. And somebody gave me this advice in the gym, and it worked like a charm. It also had a negative drawback, which I'll tell you how to avoid. So this is what happens to me. My legs were getting more muscular. My back was getting more muscular. My triceps were getting more muscular. My shoulders were. My biceps were, but not my chest. So I knew that this was not my diet. I was not getting, I was getting enough protein. I was getting enough calories, because if I didn't, I shouldn't be gaining muscle in everywhere else except for my chest. And like I said, I added in more chest workouts, more sets. Nothing really changed. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm doing it 2 times a week for 5 chest workouts for 4 sets of 12. Maybe, my body needs more rest. So let's do 1 day a week. And then, no, that didn't work. So I still do chest 2 days a week. But what I figured out, and this is what I kind of realized, is that my triceps were much stronger than the guys who could bench well more than me. At the time, I could bench 420 pounds. The guys who could bench 490, 500 pounds, they could lift 70 to 80 more pounds than me. But on the tricep press machine and the other tricep workouts in general, I would lift way more than them. My triceps were just way stronger. Because, the triceps are a big portion of the bench press and a lot of different chest exercises, and, as well as your chest. But then I kind of realized throughout the course of my life that all the chest, like the bench presses, all these chest workouts I've done, I've never really had much chest soreness. The only time I would get chest soreness is from like max bench press days. But even on days where I would work out just crazy good chest workouts, my chest would maybe get a tiny little pump, but never would be sore. But my triceps would always be sore after chest day. And this is what basically was happening. My triceps were way too strong for my own good. My triceps were overacting. My chest was underacting. So this is actually a concept in personal training called synergistic dominance. Now, so what you have is the prime mover. That is the muscle group in a lift that is doing the most work. It's getting the most work done to it in terms of muscle growth. But the synergists are muscles that are basically the supporters in that lift. This is what happens in a lot of my chest exercises before. The chest was supposed to be the prime mover. The tricep was supposed to be one of the synergists, which is an assistant to the prime mover. Synergistic dominance is when a strong synergist takes the most of their work away from a weak prime mover. So this can actually happen in other aspects of other lifts of the body, but I heard this is one of the most common ones, and it definitely affected me, and it really is an easy fix. Just, work out your triceps a lot first, then stretch them out, and then do a chest workout. Now people will say, oh, but I'm not going to be able to lift as much on my chest because my triceps are going to be dead. Well, the thing is that if you were able to do, let's say 200 pounds for 12 reps for, then do a few sets with that and then, go down with the weight. But if your triceps are dead, they're helping less. Let's say that if you could do 200 for 12, but your chest only did 40% of the work. Well, if you do 160 for 12 and your chest does 80% of the work or 90% of the work, so getting your triceps tired before doing your chest, if you have a weak chest and a small chest, will help with that synergistic dominance. So basically, there's just the tricep press machine in my gym, and the guys who could lift 70, 80, sometimes even 100 more pounds than me would go on this, and they would put it on the max weight, and they could maybe do 8 to 10 reps. Whereas for me, I would put on the max weight, add the weight extender, put a 45-pound plate on it, and I could do 12 to 15 reps pretty easily. I could do initial 45 pounds for 12 to 15 reps easier than they could do without the 45 pounds for 8 to 10 reps. So my triceps were just way stronger for my chest, and therefore my triceps were doing way too much work in my chest workouts so that my chest was not getting the full brunt of the force to tear the muscle and repair it to get bigger. So this is what I had to do. How do you fix this? You do your triceps before your chest workout. I would always do chest workout first, then tricep workout. And yes, I do chest and tris on the same day. I do recommend it. I do Monday, chest and tris, Tuesday, legs, Wednesday, back and bis, Thursday, kind of a cardio day, Friday, legs, Saturday, chest and tris, Sunday, back and bis. So that's what I do. And so really, from the first exercise or the first workout, I realized, yes, my triceps are too strong. I need to kill my triceps before my chest workout. And guys, this worked like a charm and like a curse, because what happened was, for my chest or for my triceps, I do 2 different supersets, so a total of 4 exercises, 4 sets of 12 for each exercise. And basically what I do is that at least one exercise for each superset, I go to basically the point where I do 12 reps and I couldn't do any more, even if you put a gun to my head. Do that for at least 2 of the exercises for every set. Now, usually I'd get like maybe 3 out of the 4 where I do that. Other times where I wouldn't go to my full intensity, I'd still get really close. So basically, after the 2 supersets, the 4 exercises, 4 sets of 12 for each, my triceps would be dead. I'd go over to the chest and do my chest workouts. I'd do, incline chest press. I'd do either barbell or dumbbell bench press, and then, a few other chest workouts. And after doing my triceps, which they were already dead going into the dumbbell bench press, I was immediately after the 3rd rep feeling it in my chest way more than I ever had in my entire life. And I got to the point where my chest was so just not used to taking that much load, because my triceps were used to coming in and doing a lot of the work, that I actually strained a muscle in my chest on my first workout doing tris before chest. So that's one thing I'll say is, if you're doing this, start slow, because I didn't change my chest workout at all. At the point where I was doing 5 sets or 5 different exercises for 4 sets of 12, I'd been doing that for months now, so my body was getting used to it. So all I did was do triceps first and then chest. It was the same exact chest workout, but I strained a muscle in my left pec, and that left me out of lifting for my chest for 6 weeks. So I suggest that when you do this, take your chest a bit slower, maybe do a bit lighter weight, a few less reps, maybe one less set than I did, and build into it. Maybe instead of 5 chest workouts for 4 sets of 12, do 3 sets of 8, and then next week 4 sets of 10, and then 4 sets of 12 in the third week. You'll get, your body adapts pretty fast as long as you're doing the right things with the right nutrition. So what I've noticed, and I wish I had before and after pictures, but I didn't really think I'd get into this whole type of fitness YouTube thing, becoming a personal trainer. But, you know, just from doing this, my chest has gotten way better. It's still not great because I've only been able to do this for like six months now, and I'm also cutting, so I'm not getting the full muscular benefits. But yeah, my chest is way better than it was, despite me cutting on a pretty big calorie deficit. And it's also, my chest is getting stronger because it's not doing, you know, only half the work. It's doing all the work now when my triceps are dead, when I get into dumbbell or barbell bench press, or when I do incline chest press. So that's what I do heavily suggest, is to do your triceps first before your chest. And I also suggest, if you're doing a chest and biceps day, to switch it to chest and triceps day. I've tried chest and triceps, or chest and bicep days. I just prefer chest and tris, especially when you can kill your tris before your chest. But then again, this is if you have the issue in the first place. And you also remember that exercise, fitness, it is very individualized. It's very personal. So maybe this won't work for you, but this worked for me. This was suggested to me by people who had the same issue. I've known several people with this issue. I've told them to do this because I did it, and it worked for them like a charm as well. So this might work for you. So remember, this is if you are training properly, or, you know, you're working out your chest, if you are dieting properly, and oh, I'm getting back muscle, I'm getting biceps, I'm getting triceps, I'm getting shoulders. Why is my chest not getting bigger when everything else is? For me, it was because I was not activating it properly. My triceps were overactive. My triceps are too strong that I had to kill them first before doing the chest workouts. And yes, guys, when you do your triceps first, the barbell bench, it's going to be way harder, or even the dumbbell. Any exercise is going to be a bit harder, and you're not going to be able to do as much weight at first. But usually that's like, I can do the first set at the same weight, and then I'll have to drop a bit more. But you'll get used to it. Your body will adapt. Your chest will adapt faster. Remember, guys, our bodies are very adaptable. They will adapt to what you do quickly. So that's what I suggest you do. Let me know if this helped you out, guys. Please let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys all have an amazing day.